Today, we are going to be talking about
masturbation.
You kind of do it a lot, really, but you don't know it.
Playing with himself or jerking off or choking the one-eyed trouser snake.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leon. Welcome back to another video. It is a pleasure to see you. Today we're going to talk about a video called Parents Explain Masturbation, which has been trending on YouTube for about a day or two. It hit number 2 last night. And in this video, parents inexplicably are explaining masturbation to their wildly young children. Wildly may not have been the best adjective there, but they're just very fucking young to be being talked to about masturbation, in my opinion. Here we go.
masturbating is when you touch your privates in different ways to make yourself feel good.
Hey, Mom, you sick idiot. Why don't you wait about 5 or 6 years and get back to me when I'm a little bit more of an appropriate age? Also, bandanas on the head? You're way too late to that party. That is some 1990s shit.
People will say choking their chicken.
Okay,
Have you ever heard of that?
I've never heard that, but that's also very rude to chickens.
I think Bullcut here might have an idea about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Pops, I know what choking the chicken means, but I'm going to make a meme out of it just because I'm trying to diffuse this relentless awkwardness you're creating by talking to me about touching your own dick. Stop it.
A guy might put some lotion on his hand, right? And he'll take his penis and like hold it in his hand. Watch, okay?
Okay, Mom.
And then he might like move his hand up and down like this.
Then he might move it around like this, and then put a little lotion on it. That's, Nigel, you know, that's what guys do. I know you're only 2.5 years old, but they might go like this and shake it around with some lotion a little bit, Nigel. That's what masturbation is, you sick fuck.
There's like a little thing that's called the clitoris, and you can touch it and kind of stimulate your body, and it makes you feel good.
Oh, man. This girl is like visibly distressed that her mom is talking about flicking the bean. I mean, in Mom's defense, she's being very descriptive. She's using medical terms like clitoris instead of bean. But, oh man, it's tough to watch. This is tough to watch.
They're called adult toys.
Bringing out the hardware.
Okay, so I think, because this looks kind of like a finger, right?
Yep.
So I imagine they would probably do it like what they would.
Dad doesn't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. Now he's looking to his son, who's like 6, for advice on whether or not this. He's like, so I think this is. They probably use it for, right, son? I know you're 5, and we shouldn't be having this conversation. I also probably shouldn't be holding a pink suction cup dildo in my hand. But here we are, because it's the internet and clicks and views and shit.
That's big. That's huge. It's not gonna fit.
Well, they're creative, I guess.
Oh, just get creative, son, if it doesn't fit. I mean, actually, why don't we just go ahead and talk about this, you know, this tube of lube that's also on the table. You just want to cover the dildo with that before you blast someone if it's a little bit too big. This isn't fucking awkward. Why are we having this conversation? What is this fucking video?
That's why you don't need a boy. You can get a penis anywhere.
That's why you don't need a boy. You can get a penis everywhere. I haven't been laid in 26 years. You two were adopted. I try wearing a bandana on my head, but nobody likes me.
I think you found mine one.
I did?
I told you it was a back massager.
I told you it was a back massager, but really I use it to blast myself with.
Have you ever masturbated, Ryan? Oh my gosh. I didn't know that.
My man Bullcut has zero chill. He's like immediately, yeah, whatever. I'm actually hard right now, Dad, so why don't you fucking scram so I can go home and play a little bit of Minecraft and then pinch one out real quick.
Like in high school and stuff, and I had to do homework and study, I would masturbate because it was more fun than homework.
Coincidentally, not much has changed. So now as an adult, instead of good parenting, I just masturbate still because it's way more fun.
If you're in the mood and no one's around,
Do it.
you can masturbate, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we're just encouraging our prepubescent kids to masturbate. Listen, memes aside, I know I made a couple jokes about this video. What the fuck? I don't know. You know, I'm a pretty liberal guy when it comes to my ideas and some of my ideologies. I try not to stick my nose in other people's business, but this video just seems, how do you say it? Massively inappropriate. Yeah, that's exactly how you say it. Of course, the birds and the bees conversation with the kids is probably a very awkward experience for the parent and the kid, but generally, it's probably better when A, there's not a table full of lotion, tissues, and dildos. B, you're not encouraging them to masturbate. C, maybe wait a couple more years. I mean, these kids looked pretty young. And D, don't fucking record it for the internet. But how else are we gonna get those sweet clicks? And really, that is the status quo for the internet in the world these days. Just you create controversial bullshit that creates discussion or outrage. In this case, you know, someone like myself and other people might make a video on it, and you get those clicks and those views, and you get paid at the expense of, I guess, the dignity of the human race. Well, this has been a real treasure, being able to watch this with you guys. Thanks for joining me. Why don't we head down to the comments real quick and see if we can find any rubies amongst the rocks, any nice shining comments that really make us laugh or speak to our hearts. Real quick. These kids are way too young to be talking about this. I tend to agree with that. Child abuse. That might be a little bit of a jump. Masturbating isn't wrong, but it's too early to tell them. Let them live their childhood and let them be happy when they're playing with their friends in the street, not being happy when they're masturbating. Now we can say that they lost their childhood and being an adult because the only thing that makes the children innocent is that they don't know these things. Now there is no difference between an adult and a child because both know sex, know masturbation under the name of Parents Explain. Is that what does this channel want? No, it's not what they want. Fucking views. They just choose a sensitive topic to get views. How pathetic. This channel is out of control now. They just don't know how harmful it is in this fucking age. This made me uncomfortable. Well, I think you speak for everybody. Thank you. This is sick! What has happened to morality in this country? This is just another clear indication. I mean, if you've been watching the news at all with the whole election, and I mean, morality doesn't exist anymore. It's all about headlines. Clicks in motherfucking headlines. My friend Elliot really sums this situation up nicely using brevity and grace. He comments this: "What the fuck am I watching?" I don't know, Elliot. I don't think that anyone knows. If all of us could erase it from our brains, I'm sure we'd probably choose to do so. But in the meantime, we just have to laugh because of how uncomfortable it is. As always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the hell out of you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and thrust a like onto it and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts about whether you think this video is appropriate or not. And subscribe for more content in the future. Nigel, what did you think about this whole... You have any last words about this whole situation?
I do not masturbate.
I certainly hope not. I'm not sure that that's true, but I'm going to choose to believe that anyways. Alrighty, outro's coming in 3, 2, and...